Hi friends, all right. I brought you back to the house. I need kind of just to make a video for myself to see what it's like. I really like that I had done that before my stuff had arrived several months ago. And I wish I had gotten a video after I had unpacked, but the timing just really didn't work out because I had just barely felt like I had unpacked before it was Christmas break, and then we were gone, and then we came back to the mess, right? Anyway, so I'm just gonna kind of walk through where things are at now and my plans with this house. So hopefully this weekend I will do another video with anything that I've been crafting, but that's not this video. So today's a house one. Here we go. All right, this was the only way I could make sure I was in frame. We still had a thing up. So this room is our downstairs bathroom. It got all of that, like the shower got gutted and all the floors had to get gutted. And this is shower stall and stuff. So this room we're taking out the shower completely. The bathroom or the toilet is right there. But it was very awkward to come in and then kind of scooch around. And it looks like this was maybe the original toilet location and then it got moved. Well, it's going to get moved again. We're going to do, ooh. You stay, sorry. We're going to take out that wall because this space for a human being is very, very skinny. And so we're going to make this toilet and sink area and have no shower at all down here, which is fine because I have plans for the upstairs. Oh gosh, then we look through the rest of the house. Now the kitchen floor, like there was like a subfloor on top of the floor and then the tile, I think, I'm not really certain, but multiple layers of floor came up. And then everything's gutted. Now the fun thing is that the bathroom got taken care of. The flooring was taken care of after everything else. So the bathroom stuff didn't get packed up. So what happened was they just stuck it out here. And there's some over there as well. So none of that got packed up. It's just everywhere. And it is very, very dusty. But that's what it is right now. Let's see, that's my front door. So look, this is what I'm stepping over. This is a gas line that is getting moved because I am not putting my stove back in the middle of this room. Okay. So I don't know if I really showed this very well, but this is like a closet. The opening's on this side. This is getting taken out. And so this wall is going just across with the opening into the laundry / bathroom. And then it's going to be a very nice, like there's going to be a pantry cupboard and then the stove with like enough counter on either side of the stove. It fits. It's all been measured out by professionals, not just me. The sink is going here still. With dishwasher and fridge, and then a peninsula. This wall is getting taken out because they cut a beam right here. This is a support beam, and somebody cut through it. So we're moving all of this plumbing anyway, and this beam is going to become like an exposed beam, which means this wall is getting taken out, probably both sides, but we're not totally there yet. So the peninsula is actually going to kind of be like here. Yeah. And then that's about the kitchen. Look, it's all, like I said, it's all gutted. One of the things that's made this very interesting is that there's multiple generations of wiring happening in this house. But If you can see these white things that stick out and there's wiring attached to them, that's called knob and tube wiring, and it's a fire hazard and it's not allowed. That is active wiring that has been going on in my house, and my entire house has to be rewired because of all of that knob and tube. So anyway, this is the door to the basement. We'll actually go down there in a bit. Actually, let's do it now. I haven't actually been down here for a bit, but I have no lighting again. There's no power, no water coming in. But my contractor started, you can see it right here. See these round things down here? He got started prepping to level up my floor. So he brought these in, and is going to start making the floor all level. Now, let's see. There's been a lot of questions on what kind of flooring this is. And maybe this has been concreted, but is just very dirty, or stone or something. I don't know yet. But it does seem like it's something solid, but maybe not very smooth. Oh. Huh. This used to be hanging up on a wall. It is no longer. It was hanging up with that. That's my electric panel, y'all. I don't know what they did. Why is there 2 electric panels now? I know that you can see like the floor is cut and stuff here. That's because we had to get very special work done in order for there to be an isolated power source. And so I'm wondering if that must be what they've done here. I'm sorry. I'm not even looking through my phone. I don't know what you're seeing. Anyway, so because they ran an extension cord up through this hole right here when they were drying things out. So anyway, they were working. Somebody told me there was a hole in the ground. I do not see a hole in the ground, but that's a low point. I don't know. It's gross down here. It's worse than normal because, well, in terms of being wet, because this is like flooded twice and all of that. Anyway, one thing at a time. Let's see here. Yeah, so they're working on, they're putting in what's called lollycombs, which is basically this kind of it's a metal column that this part right up here at the top, it's really hard for me to get the light right, but you twist it so that it goes exactly the height that you want it to be and then stays in place. So that's the kind that we're doing. Here's another lollycomb. This one has a bar on it that you can turn. So that's, yep. There are several lollycombs. There's just not enough and not in the right spots and everything. Anyway, there's the basement. I just needed to see that work. All right, so this was ground zero. Well, this was where I came in and found water pouring through the ceiling. Oh gosh. Anyway, I'll just show you what's going to happen. So reorient, this is going to be a peninsula. And then here, where I'm actually going to make right here, this line right here is going to be a doorway, but it's more like an opening. I want an arched doorway that spans this whole space right here. And then all of that wall, both this way and this way, are going away completely. So that we'll have one big open like living room space, and then this is like dining room kitchen kind of space. That's the plan. And choosing this space, this line right here, because this is going to remain a wall in the living room. This had been the room Kaylin was sleeping in. And then this was like the room I was sleeping in / the living room where everything was. Anyway, so yeah, completely gutted. Like I said, completely gutted. This plumbing goes up to the master bathroom. That wasn't working at all. But I have to think of the layout for that bathroom as well so that we can get the plumbing roughed in. And we have to be careful where we walk because there's stuff like this all over the place. The floor already looks much more level in through here. So, okay. Now, when all of that didn't get packed up because it wasn't in the wet zone. And so what they did was like they cut, and then the same on the ceiling. But that ceiling and that flooring will already, like, that has to come up. So that's going to be, yeah. The walls, however, that's debatable. It probably needs better insulation, but it's going to eat into the money, the insurance money, if I have to do that, because that doesn't fall under the claim at all. We've got stuff everywhere. My crafting stuff is along this wall. So not too much of it was exposed, so it looks like it'll be okay, but yeah, can't really get to it. Let's see. I put the flashlight down, but I need it for upstairs. This whole baseboard system is getting like replaced and redone. It was unfunctional before, but we're working on getting it taken care of. As part of everything. Like all of plumbing, all the heating, all the electric work, all of that is going to get done. All right, so upstairs, like I said, they cut out only what they had to cut out. Right there, they cut out that flooring. We will be replacing the flooring, so we're actually talking to my contractor, we're going to remove at least this angle wall. Have not yet decided about this. It was put in and the railing taken out, and I don't know that I definitely want this one gone, but I don't know about this one yet. And it's not a decision I have to make yet, but anyway, there's the flooring. Here's where we've been storing anything that we hadn't needed, but then we have things like the toilet and the vanity and the mattress that has to get thrown away that was in this bathroom. So this, gotta be really careful not to fall through, but this is where it flooded. Was right here. This pipe unattached, and it honestly, I don't know, it's hanging down there. You can see the pipe right there, but that's where it started. That came unattached and flooded from there. So this bathroom, here we have, it's an angled ceiling, and it had toilet and sink. I want to flip-flop these because of the angled ceiling, and also I do not like just walking in the bathroom and toilet right there. I didn't like that. So we're actually going to do vanity and then toilet on this side. And then over here, we're going to do like a soaker tub and shower. It's going to be real nice. So because this will become a very functional bathroom, it was not functional before, but this will become a functional bathroom. I'm not concerned about getting rid of the shower downstairs in that bathroom. Also because eventually the master bathroom will get redone and then there will be 2 full baths. So I'm just going to walk you through my idea for what is going to happen here. Like I said, this angle wall is going to go away. But there's like 2 rooms here that's going to become a master suite. So I don't know everything yet because I don't have to. But here's the master bedroom. And somewhere here is going to be a doorway into the bathroom. Because a master bathroom should not have to come out here in order to go into your bathroom. But if you see, like there's plenty of wall here. We can put on a doorway. There is a closet here that will probably come out. Like I said, I don't know the layout yet. This is what they had. A bathtub and a shower and like the plumbing doesn't come over here for a toilet. Like there's no plumbing. But they put it up on a platform because they didn't want to open up and do it proper like. So they put a platform up to run the plumbing here. Anyway, we're going to do this right. But I don't know what right is yet. But I have to make decisions. I love this kind of idea where the shower and the bathtub are separate. And we have space for a vanity and a toilet, especially if I remove this closet. But this door will go away and the door will get moved over here. So that gives me other space, especially if I just open all of that up. I have a lot of space to work with. So, and like I said, all I need to know is roughly where I'm going to put appliances at this point, or so for the plumbing. So shower, bathtub, sink, toilet. And I don't have to know that yet. So I do have to know it eventually. So that is, that's the state of my house right now. You can see right here, there's the holes that say that this used to be banister as well. And yes, they just walled it in and nothing was great. And stuff is just kind of hanging out everywhere. I won't show you the garage because I didn't open the door, but the problem with the garage right now is that that's where everything got packed up into. But the plow guy dented in my door. I can show you that part from the outside, I guess. Let's see. So the plow guy came up and plowed, but pushed everything too far in and pushed that in, which when things started to thaw, it actually flooded my basement again, but then it also came in here and got stuff wet in there because of that. So it's all kinds of fun. Anyway, let's see if I can turn this around appropriately. All right, that's where we're at. That's my house, the state of things as they are, and where I'm heading with it over the next several months. There is no timeline at this point, except by the end of the year, just for insurance money purposes. But things are moving forward. It's in my contractor's hands. He can get started in it. I'm still working with my mortgage company on the paperwork that they need because they're the ones who hold the insurance money to disperse it. And it's just a process through all of that. Lots of things that I'm learning, lots of things to figure out every step of the way, but that's where we're at. Much love to you all. Bye.